It's your boy, Hollywood Sports. What's going on, everybody? If you are new to my channel, thank you for clicking on my video and welcome to Hollywood Sports. Guys, it's time to get back into franchise mode with my Washington Commanders, man. We've been busy with Gran Turismo 7. We've been busy on Undisputed, been doing a lot of other things, having fun, man, recording these videos for y'all. But we back on franchise mode, man. And let's look at the playoff bracket. Y'all know we had a first week bye, if you remember. But I'm trying to refresh your memory here. We had a first week bye, a first round bye. And in the first round, the Green Bay Packers lost against the New York Giants. New York Giants beat them 42-21. And I'm so glad that Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat them Dallas Cowgirls, man. They beat them 24-21. And then the San Francisco 49ers lost big time against the New Orleans Saints, man. 34-16. Really high scoring game. I'm excited, man. You see in the next round, the divisional round, we have to play the New York Giants, man. They were a 7 seed. And then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have to play the New Orleans Saints, which is going to be some great matchups. We go to the AFC side. The Denver Broncos, man, and Russell Wilson lost against the San Diego Chargers. Are they still called the San Diego Chargers, or are they the LA Chargers? LA Chargers, yeah. And then, man, they beat them 41-21. Big scores again in these playoff rounds, man. And then you got the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen. They beat those New England Patriots, man. And right behind my head, we got those Jaguars, man. They beat the Las Vegas Raiders 35-7. So then you go to their divisional round. You got Cincinnati going up against the Chargers, man, and Buffalo going up against those Jaguars, man. Those are the playoff standings right there. But what I would also like to do, guys, look at some stats on the season and see how we did, man. Let's look at the stats and awards. And we're going to look at our player stats, man, real quick, just to kind of sum up our season. Taylor Heinicke threw for 1,482 yards. He had 101 completions out of 137. He threw for 6 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. His completion percentage was 73%, and his yards per game was 211 yards per game passing. I thought that was pretty good, man. Considering we only play 5 minutes a quarter, that's not bad. So let's go to rushing. We look at Antonio Gibson, man. Let's see. He had 943 yards in the season. He almost had a 1,000-yard season, guys. He averaged 3.7 yards per carry, which is pretty good. He averaged 58.9 yards per game. He had 2 fumbles. He had 40 broken tackles, and he had 360 yards after contact. His longest run was 56 yards, right? Which is pretty good, guys. I'm only going to talk about the starters, guys. Even Brian Robinson down here had a few attempts here. Let's see. He averaged 2.3 yards a carry. He had 16 yards on the season. We really didn't have him in that much, man. Going to receiving, Terry McLaurin almost had a 1,000-yard season, guys. 668 yards receiving. He averaged 18 yards per catch. He averaged 39.3 average yards per game. He had 4 touchdowns on the season. We got to get that number up for him, man, his touchdowns, especially when we get in the red zone. So there are his other numbers, man. Curtis Samuel, he had 540 yards on the season, averaged 19.3 yards a catch. He played big for us, man. Big for us, 28 receptions. Logan Thomas, our tight end, starting tight end, had 33 receptions for 444 yards, 13.5 yards a catch. Those are good averages, guys. Receiving yards per catch, per reception. Josh Dawson, a rookie, had 32 receiving yards. 32 receptions for 401 yards. He averaged 12.5 yards a catch. So we got guys over double digit as far as yards per catch, man. Antonio Gibson coming out of the backfield had 30 receptions for 299 yards. He's a big part of our offense, man. Let's look at, we don't need to look at blocking. Let's look at our defense. Cole Holcomb, my starting middle linebacker, man. He had 86 tackles on the season. He had 1 sack and 1 interception. Jamin Davis, man, also looked good on our season. We really need these guys, but they're young and up and coming, man. 34 solo tackles, assisted for 47 for a total of 81 tackles. He had 8 tackles for loss. He had 3 sacks, man. That's not bad. That's not bad. Man, he had 5 interceptions on the season. Jamin Davis, man, he is good in coverage. He has the speed and awareness that helps us out. And interception yards, 83 interception yards off those 8. I'm tripping, guys. Yeah, off these 5 interceptions. So Cameron Curl, our strong safety. Let's see. He had 2 interceptions on the season. He had 66 tackles. Kendall Fuller had 57 tackles, 2 interceptions. Bobby McCain, our free safety, had 3 interceptions. So we did okay, guys. We had an okay season, man. We won a division. He had 50 total tackles. Our defensive tackle, Jonathan Allen, our Pro Bowler, man, had 40 tackles on the season. He had 14 tackles for loss. He had 5.5 sacks, man. Wow. Our new corner, man, rookie young corner, man, Benjamin St. Jude, 3 tackles for loss. He had 35 tackles total, and he had 2 interceptions on the season, man. William Jackson III is no longer with the team, but you know, those are his numbers. Deron Payne, our defensive tackle, guys, 27 tackles on the season. I think that's pretty good for a D tackle, always getting double teamed and everything. Let's see, he had 4.5 sacks. So him and Jonathan Allen did their thing. Montez Sweat had 5.5 sacks coming off that edge. That's just so beautiful, man. We had a great season, guys. We had some good numbers here. He had a total of 25 tackles. John Bostic, he played left outside linebacker for us, even though he's a middle linebacker. He was higher rated. 25 tackles. Let's see. Then we get down in our rotation, man. Derek Forrest, our young strong safety, got some minutes. When he was in, he made things happen. 15 tackles, man. He had an interception. But yeah, guys, let's look at the other part of. Let's see. Return yards. Josh Dotson. As far as punt return yards, he had 84, average 5.6, and we missed the kickoff return. Josh Dotson. He averaged 25.7 yards on a kickoff. He had 694 yards on our kick returns. So really good, really good. Let's back out, guys. Now let's go look at the guys in the season. Let's go over here to awards. Let's look at the yearly awards real quick. Joe Burrow, he was the most valuable player. Russell Wilson came in second. And then Tom Brady, that's MVP. Coach of the Year was Zach Taylor for the Cincinnati Bengals. We got Doug Peterson came in second. And Ron Rivera, man, our coach, man, he came in third for Coach of the Year, guys. Let's go back. Actually, let's go back over. Let's go back here. And we're going to look at the yearly totals. You see that over here to your right of the screen, passing leaders, we got Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, and Joe Burrow. Rushing leaders, Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, and Jonathan Taylor, all well-deserved. Receiving leaders, Cooper Kupp, Mike Evans, and Jamar Chase of the Cincinnati Bengals. The sack leaders were Von Miller, Myles Garrett, and Emmanuel, I can't read that name. Interception leaders were Jonathan Jones, Devin Lloyd, and Shaq Thompson, my man that used to play for the Washington Huskies. And tackle leaders were Christian Kirksey, Patrick Queen, and Zaven Collins. So those are the top performers right there around the league, guys. So what we're going to do, guys, is get ready for our playoff divisional game against these New York Giants. They were 9-8 on the season. We were 13-4. This is going to be a tough game, I'm pretty sure, guys. It's not going to be an easy game, but Hopefully you'll watch it. Thanks for watching. I'm Hollywood Sports, and I will see you on my next video.